Hooyah! This is Robin from the Back Pain Secret podcast. And today we are going to talk about how to achieve more balance in your life when you have back pain. But before that, we're going to play the intro song. We'll be right back.
So here's the important question. How can back pain sufferers like us, who don't want to use prescription drugs or go through surgery, heal our back pain? How do we live our daily lives in a way that allows us to go to work, take care of our families, enjoy life, and still manage our back pain? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Robin Wakeham, and welcome to Back Pain Secrets.
Okay, guys, so I'm back, and today's topic is how to achieve balance in your back pain life, okay? Everyone is searching for balance all the time. So that's what we're going to talk about, okay? But before we do that, we're going to talk about something that's creating a bit of unbalance in my life, okay? Right now, I'm actually in the process of creating a new course for sciatica, sciatica secrets, okay? And it's an online course, and it's going to be 6 weeks online course, video based, and I'm putting all my effort into that. And due to that, I have to say no to most other things here in life. Okay, so it's creating a bit of unbalance, but it's okay to be unbalanced for a while in life. You just need to get back. Okay, that's the $1,000,000 question: how to get back. Okay, so as always, I have this patient story. We can call her Victoria. It's a made-up name, of course. And she has 2 kids. She's in retail. She has an office job. She's been suffering from sciatica for the last 5 years in her right leg. Growing up, she was a dancer, Victoria. She was competing, and that was her whole life, okay, the dancing. And doing the dancing, she was doing a lot of twists and turns and flips and stuff like that. And that actually created a bit of irritation on her discs in her lower back. But now on like the past 10-15 years, she hasn't really been doing too much exercise, just because she's working all the time. She has 2 kids around the age 5 to 8, if I remember correctly, and she's also married. Okay, so externally, Victoria was busy all the time. You know, she was like a little bee, just going around trying to get everything done, you know. And she put on a happy face and tried to really have a positive outlook to everything, you know. And she's also had this tendency to trying to please everyone all the time. That was her nature. Her mom had been like that growing up, you know, that her mom was just like really happy person, just giving all the time, never saying no to anyone, just trying to help out, okay? And she got that trait from her mom. But internally, you know, she was struggling a bit. Victoria was struggling a bit. Felt like she was it was impossible for her to actually get like balance in her life, because she was just so much to do, you know. She felt like she was a mom now, and that was her purpose here in life, to raise her kids, to be a good wife, and go to work, and all the other stuff, you know. She just more or less thought and felt like it came second to her. So she said, you know, I'm going to get balance in my life when my kids had grown up, and when they moved out and all that, you know. And of course, that's the wrong way to do it, you know, because in order for you to be happy and be able to give to other people around you, especially your kids and your husband and your job and stuff, you have to find balance. You know, it is okay to be out of balance for once in a while, but you need to get back to balance, okay? Or else you're just going to be in all kinds of problems, okay? So she hit kind of a wall, you know, Victoria. She started having more and more problems sleeping because she couldn't really calm down. She was just lying in bed all night, you know, just thinking about all the stuff she needed to do, the people she needed to please. And also, she knew from experience that when she wasn't sleeping that much, you know, she started to get more and more sciatica, and the sciatica creased in her right leg. So before these problems, the sciatica came and went back and forth, you know, but right now it was more or less constantly in her right leg. And she also felt like really scared going down the steps, twisting and turning, coughing, even going to the bathroom, just sitting down in the bathroom was horrible, okay? And this also, when she wasn't sleeping, she was getting maybe 4 or 5 hours a night, okay? So she was more tired, she was cranky, and she felt bad, you know? She almost felt like she had like 10 jobs, 2 mortgages, okay? And no one loved her, okay? That's how she felt. That wasn't true, but that was how she felt, and she was just like kind of desperate regarding this, So this was about the time she came to me, and we had a chat, and I told her all the usual stuff I always tell all my patients. You need to walk for 30 minutes every day to reduce your back pain. You need to stand up at work, get a standing desk, do some core stability exercises. Maybe get an MRI. This is one of the machines where they shove you in, and then you actually see what kind of problems the disc has. I did all of that, but usually when they come, people come, they've gone through all of that. So I was asking her, this balance stuff in your life, you have to ask yourself, why is it that you want balance in your life, Victoria? Why is it? Because if you don't know why you want the balance, you're not going to be able to achieve it. So for example, I told her, uh, putting a goal every day, to get balance, to walk every day for 30 minutes, you know from experience that that's going to reduce your back pain. It's going to help you sleep better, okay? And it's going to give you more energy. So you need to prioritize that, okay? Also, I told her, a big thing with her now was that the kids have so many activities, and her husband was working quite a lot too, so they didn't really have dinner every evening together. And that was very, very important for her, because when she was growing up, that was like the core thing that had brought her family together, So it was really, really important for her. She wanted to prepare the dinner, and she wanted to eat with all the people in the family together at 6 p.m. Okay. So what would that look like? You really need to put that out there and make sure that you understand why you want balance in your life, not just so you can go watch more TV. There is stuff around there, and most people in today's society feel stressed, but why they can't really find balance because they don't really know why they want balance. They just want to feel better. So you need to put words on that. Okay, so number two, you got to take away everything that's not important in your life right now. I told her, all your distractions. And she looked at me. She couldn't really figure out why I was saying this or exactly what I meant, But I said, most people are watching like TV 4 hours every night, Also, during the day, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, and they're also reading all kinds of magazines on what other people, famous people, are doing in their life, who they're dating, what they're doing, what kind of trips they are, what kind of homes they're buying, all of that, So you need to start to spend less time looking at what other people are doing and start doing stuff yourself that's important for you, okay? And by the way, when I just looked this up for this podcast, I saw some stats that on average, the average person now is watching like 4 hours of TV per day, or like between TV, Instagram, Facebook, they're like 4 or 5 hours, And if you calculate that for the entire lifetime, like the entire lifetime a man or a woman lives, that's like 12, 13 years of time that you're actually looking at your TV, your phone, that's not really contributing anything in your life, okay? So you need to think about that, let's say for 13 years, if you live until you're like 75 or something like that, you spent like 13 years in front of the TV or Instagram or Facebook, and that stuff, even though it can feel like nice in small doses, if it becomes too much, it takes over your entire life, okay? So please, guys, stop binge watching all those Netflix series, okay? If you're feeling stressed and stuff, you need to go out and do stuff that's more important to you and can be more fulfilling. So it really comes down to this, Victoria, you have to understand why you want more balance in your life. And then you have to protect your time, okay? Because if you're not like protecting your time and distancing yourself from stuff that is taking your time, other people will use up your time, and you're going to feel stressed and you're going to feel unachieved, okay? Number three, like I said, you have to learn to say no. I know this is hard for a lot of people, myself included. I'm also kind of a people pleaser. I want to make people happy all the time. But as I've grown my physiotherapy businesses and my online presence here, there's more and more people that want my time, you know. And in the beginning, I was very, very, like I said yes to everything. I want to please everyone. I was so happy that I could help people. But what I was getting to know, or feeling that I was getting more and more cranky, more and more like not being myself, you know, and I couldn't really help anyone. I was trying to help everyone, but I was doing a half-assed job at it. So I start to say no, you know. So now I'm very, very focused on what I'm going to do every day, the week, the month, you know, and I try to stick to that. And that makes it helps me to have a balance and also help serve more people at a higher level, you know, not just do a badass job about it. And something also that I personally had to learn, and I told Victoria to do, you know, that you have to say no and not apologize for it, you know. It's your, if you have a plan and you're sticking to it, and usually when people ask you for help, it's always like to throw you a hot potato. They want some help to get out of a jam, or they're like, they didn't plan their own time, so now they're stuck and they need your help to get out. Okay, so it's really, really important to have that respect for yourself and for other people around there, and just say no to stuff that's not on the stuff, your to-do list, or what you've been planning to do, you know. And don't be an asshole about it, you know. Be very honest and say it, but don't commit and say yes to everything that everyone is asking you to do, because that's going to create a lot of chaos in your life. Then you might say, you know, well, I have kids now. I just got divorced. My business is a disaster, and there's all kinds of shit. I had a death in the family. All of that stuff, I understand that, you know, and I've gone through all of those things, or a lot of those things that I talked about there. And it's okay to be out of balance for a short period of time, but you have to understand that shouldn't be like the state you should always be in. Then, okay, so first off, if you get out of balance, just acknowledge it. You're going to be out of balance for a while, like I am now with this course. I'm putting all my effort into this. A lot of other stuff is not getting done, but I'm going to get back to balance after this. Okay, so that's okay. Number 4, be very, very straight at how much time you have for a specific task. So I told Victoria and myself, you know, if you tell yourself that you're going to go out for a walk for 30 minutes every day, go out for 30 minutes. Don't go for 35 or 40 minutes. If you go into a meeting, someone asks you to have a meeting, you say, well, I have 20 minutes, you know, after 20 minutes, I have to leave. So you're not sitting there for 2-3 hours, just reminiscing on all kinds of stuff, because then you get out of balance again, because all the other stuff that you need to do are going to put on hold. Okay. So number 5, the last one. Okay. It's absolutely to improve your health. Okay. And first thing in the morning, I've done this for years now, and it changed my life. You know, first thing in the morning, I take care of myself. You know, I wake up, I have like a liter of water, a bit of lemon in that. I go out for my walk or run. I go to the gym for an hour. Then I go back and I get shit done. Okay. So that's the first thing you should do in the morning. You need to make sure that you get enough sleep, you know, that you do some meditation, that you do exercise, eat more greens, okay, drink more water. All of that stuff is going to help you to reduce the stress that you're feeling and make it easier for you to create balance in your life. Okay, guys, a bit of a rant here the last couple of minutes, you know, but this is close to heart because I'm struggling with this myself, partly, you know, like most people, and most of my patients that come in that have back pain, they're also struggling with this. So this is a big point. Listen to this episode more than once if you can get some tips and tricks, and please send it to anyone that you know that have back pain, or that you know that you can see that you're just struggling with stress. You know, there's a few tips and tricks in here that actually works quite well. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And guys, remember, you're just one step away from healing your back pain. Bye-bye.
Want more back pain secrets? Then go ahead and get your free copy of my best-selling book, Back Pain Secrets, at backpainsecrets.com. Inside this book, you will find my top secrets to healing your back pain without prescription drugs or surgery that have helped thousands of other people just like you.